Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to make that deep connection with the women you're interested in? You've read all the tips, you've watched all the videos, you've practiced your confidence, your humor, even your style, but something still feels off. It's like you're stuck on the surface level and you never quite manage to break through to something more real, more meaningful. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. The truth is, there's one thing that 99% of men don't do, and it's not about how you look, how much money you make, or even what you say. It's something much deeper, much simpler, yet incredibly powerful. And in this video, I'm going to reveal that secret to you. A single skill that can completely transform the way you connect with women. A skill that will make you stand out from the crowd and make women see you in a whole new light. So, stick around because what you're about to learn could be the key to unlocking a whole new level of attraction and connection in your relationships. Picture this scenario. You're at a social gathering, maybe a friend's party or a work event. There's music playing, people chatting. The energy in the room is buzzing. You spot her, the woman you've been hoping to meet. She's surrounded by a few people, mostly guys who are all vying for her attention. One guy is telling her a story about his last vacation. Another is making a joke. And a third one is subtly showing off his expensive watch. They're all trying to be the alpha, the most entertaining, the most interesting guy in the room. And then you walk up to her. But instead of doing what everyone else is doing, instead of competing in the same predictable way, you take a different approach. You ask her a simple question, something real, something that goes beyond small talk. And then you lean in a little closer, your body language open and relaxed, and you give her your full, undivided attention. You listen to her answer, not just with your ears, but with your entire presence. You nod, you smile. You let her know without even saying a word that you're genuinely interested in what she has to say. Suddenly, her focus shifts, her eyes light up, and she's no longer glancing around the room. She's locked in. She's engaged with you. What did you do differently? You listened, not in the passive autopilot way that most guys do, but in a way that made her feel truly seen and heard. And that's what 99% of men never do. Let's dive deeper into why this is so important. Women are constantly bombarded by attention. They're used to guys trying to impress them, showing off, and turning the conversation back to themselves. Most men think that to win a woman's heart, they need to be the loudest, the funniest, the most charismatic guy in the room. But what really stands out, what truly makes an impact, is the ability to listen with empathy, to make her feel like she's the most important person in that moment. Listening is not just about hearing the words she says, it's about understanding the emotions behind those words. It's about making her feel safe enough to open up, to share her thoughts and her feelings with you without judgment. When you listen to her deeply, you're not just another guy trying to get something from her. You're the guy who's giving her something she rarely gets. Your attention, your presence, your respect. Let's break it down into actionable steps you can start using today. Eye contact. This is the foundation of any great conversation. When she's talking, look into her eyes, not in a creepy, unblinking way, but in a way that shows warmth and genuine interest. Let your eyes communicate that you're fully present, that nothing else in the room matters more than what she's saying right now. Reflective listening. This is where you mirror her emotions and her words. If she's telling you about a stressful day, Don't just nod and say, "Oh, that sucks." Instead, say something like, "Wow, that sounds really challenging. How did you handle it?" Reflect back her feelings to show that you're not just hearing her words, you're feeling them with her. Ask open-ended questions. Avoid questions that can be answered with a simple yes or no. Instead, ask questions that encourage her to share more about herself. Questions like, "What's your favorite way to relax after a long day?" or "What's the most exciting thing that's happened to you recently?" These types of questions show that you're genuinely curious about her life, her passions, and her experiences. Body language. Your body speaks louder than words. Lean slightly towards her when she's speaking. Keep your posture open and avoid crossing your arms. Nod occasionally to show you're engaged and smile when appropriate. Your body should tell her that you're fully tuned in, that you're there for her and not just waiting for your turn to speak. Don't interrupt. One of the biggest mistakes men make is cutting a woman off mid-sentence, either to share their own story or to give advice. Resist that urge. Let her finish her thought, even if it means sitting in silence for a moment. This shows that you value her words, that you're not just waiting to turn the spotlight back on yourself. Now, here's the golden rule that separates the 1% of men from everyone else. Make her feel understood. It's not enough to just listen to the words. You need to connect with the emotions behind them. If she's excited, share in her excitement. If she's frustrated, empathize with her frustration. Make her feel like you're experiencing the moment with her, like you're truly walking in her shoes. When you do this, you'll notice a shift in the way she looks at you. Her guard will come down, her smile will be more genuine, and the conversation will flow more naturally. She'll feel a connection that goes beyond the surface, a feeling that she rarely gets with most guys. And that's when you'll know. You're not just another face in the crowd. You've become someone memorable. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds almost too simple to be true, right? But that's the beauty of it. It is simple, yet so few men ever do it. And that's why it works. Most guys are so busy trying to impress, to prove themselves, that they forget the power of making the other person feel important. But if you can master this one skill, if you can be the guy who listens, truly listens, you'll unlock a level of connection and attraction that most men never even come close to achieving. So here's my challenge to you. The next time you're talking to a woman, resist the urge to make it all about you. Instead, make it all about her. Be present, be engaged, be genuinely curious about who she is and what she has to say. Do this, and you'll start to notice something incredible. Women will open up to you more. They'll feel drawn to you in ways that go beyond physical attraction. You'll become the guy they can't stop thinking about, the one they feel truly connected to. Because in the end, it's not about saying the right words or doing the right things. It's about making her feel like she's the most important person in the room. And when you can do that, you're no longer just another guy. You're the exception. You're the 1%. I sincerely hope that this message has been useful to you. I want to congratulate you greatly for having come this far and for having finished the video. That means that you want to improve as a person. If you like the video, leave your comment. You don't know what to comment. Comment "I dare," so I know you made it to the end. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Subscribe now and join us. Thank you for your attention. Until next time, warrior.